Hi guys, Cara Z. I'm just admiring my new little furry leopard robe from Walmart that I got tonight. It's so cute with a little hood. It's like actually above the knee. So adorable in every way, shape, or form. Leopard, my favorite. Robes, my absolute favorite. I would live in a robe every second of the day, all day long, everywhere. If I could. I have a collection and I love them. $14 at Walmart. How can you beat it? I love it. Good gift idea, P.S. Anyway, let's talk wine, because I wanna. I bought a bunch of wine for Thanksgiving, and hopefully everybody had a nice Thanksgiving celebration. I certainly did. Didn't even take pictures of any of the food dishes that I prepared, P.S., because it was just so wild and chaotic, there was no time. The only pictures I took were of the flowers before the party started, and I'll post those on my blog. Anyway, let's talk wine. I bought a bunch of wine to enjoy for Thanksgiving. This one we didn't open, and I'm glad we didn't. I typically don't talk about wines that I don't enjoy. I like only talking about the wines that I do like and that I do want you to try, but this one I want you to avoid. I was intrigued by the label. Bitch. So screaming, buy me, buy me. I was interested, I was curious because it's so sassy and so risque, and figured I'd give it a whirl because it's a Spanish wine, and typically Spanish wines for under $10, you can find a really, really good wine. It's 100% Grenache, and I gotta say that I was expecting, with such a loud and screaming label, screaming for attention, you would assume that it'd have something really, really awesome to talk about, really something awesome to say, and it would taste awesome, but it certainly didn't. I found it to be dull and bitter, and I found it to have an aftertaste of like this really overripe, jammy fruit, like Concord grape, like on its way out. Bad news. So I would say don't purchase that wine, but something to purchase, which I'm enjoying tonight. I mean, I couldn't even finish my glass every time I poured. I was like, okay, it's going to turn into something different, because every, second your wine is changing into something totally different. Like this wine, this glass of wine is going to be tasting different from the next glass of wine that I pour, because as the oxygen hits it, it starts to open up, it starts to change. It's always ever changing into something different. Anyway, so every glass, I really tried hard with it, that I poured just was like not good, and I couldn't finish any of them, which is huge because I typically can finish any old glass of wine. Anyway, the wine that I'm drinking tonight is Anciano 100% Tempranillo from España. Like I said before, Spain is known for having some really, really good wines that you can get for under $10, which in my opinion is so perfection. Because if you want to keep with tradition of having wine on the table with your family every night for dinner, then it has to be affordable for the average family in person. You can't be having like all these expensive bottles of wine every night. So it's 100% Tempranillo, and it's awesome. It's really well balanced, savory and ripe, and definitely oaky. It's aged for 5 years in oak, and you can taste it. And the oak isn't overwhelming or offensive. It's really soft. It has no edge. It's just really soft and really enjoyable and really nice. I'd say get it in a heartbeat. And it's around $9 as well. So let's talk wine storage, because this is something that a lot of people don't know about, and you'll hear everybody talking and saying their own opinion and have all the different ways of storing and pumping air and gas and whatever into the thing to get the oxygen out of it. In my opinion, all you got to do, if you don't finish a bottle of wine, which I obviously can't finish a bottle of wine, and I probably could, but I don't, stick the cork back in, flip it, stick it back in, and set it on the counter, and it'll be fine. No more than a night. I would enjoy it like the next day, and if you can't finish it by then pour it down the drain. So it'll keep for maybe a night, and drink it the next night. White wine, stick the cork back in, throw it in the fridge, and enjoy it like in another day or two. It'll still be fine. But as for putting it in the fridge, some people put their wines in the fridge, their red wines. I'm just not into the temperature change of having something be, room temp, to sticking it into the cold refrigerator, then to pulling it out and then letting it cool down again. Not my idea of keeping it consistent. And typically, sometimes you'll find that wines open up and become something even better the next night. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and bye-bye.